everybody. Happy Monday. It is Meditation Mondays, and I'm Jen Snow, and I'm here to guide you on a journey. Well, it's Monday. Hello, everybody. Today, we are doing. Well, let me backtrack that. The reason I chose the topic for today was because it was just kind of feeling that kind of day. I don't know about you guys, but there's been a lot happening, and we're all busy, we're all crazy, we're all running, and sometimes we just need to do a little self-care. And so selfishly, I picked today's topic because of me, because I was feeling like, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to do a little self-care meditation. So I thought I would share it with you guys. And I thought, what a great way, because self-care can be so many different things, and we can all choose different ways to promote our own self-care, to inspire our own self-care, to create our own self-care. And sometimes that's the same thing every time, and sometimes it changes every time. I'm the kind of person that when it comes to thinking about self-care, I can find it a bit daunting and a bit overwhelming, and I'm like, but I do understand the entire importance of it. So I just thought tonight would be a great way to just dive into this, get into this, talk about a couple things around self-care when it comes to things that we could do to help that, especially on these to go when we're on the go. We got stuff going on, we don't always have a whole day, but sometimes we can just take a little bit of time and give ourselves that moment to breathe deep, or have that delicious meal, or write in our journals, or take time out in nature, or spend time with our horses or our pet companions or friends and people that we love and adore, that fill our cup and give us a chance to fill our cup and give us the opportunity to support ourselves filling that cup. And that's an interesting thing. It's that support. But first, before I dive into all, I just want to say hi to everybody. So, hi, Alex. Hi, Skazzy. Hi, Diane. Hi, Purple Princess. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Blue. Who else we got? I think I got everybody. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you all being here and being a part of this journey, and always kind of for your unwavering support, because Monday nights fill my cup. I know that sounds kind of funny, but that may sound funny to some people, but coming on here and hanging out with you guys and going on these journeys fills my cup. And when I walk away, I feel refreshed, I feel grounded, I feel centered, I feel energized, I feel peaceful and calm all at the same time. So it's oh wait, what's going on? And I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. I'm just diving into everybody's conversations here, but yeah, I just want to thank you for filling my cup and being here so that I could create this content and share this content with all of you. So self-care, let's get into this. It's a big thing. Like I said, it can be exhausting. I don't know about you guys, but how many times have you thought about doing a self-care routine and you're like, and I have to admit, I fall off the bandwagon, doing any, even just facial care, putting on moisturizer. I'm good for a week, and then I get distracted, and that's, because I haven't, it's, you just get going, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that later. And that seems to be what helps us get off track to supporting our self-care, is that we get into this place where we're like, I'll do that later. And that becomes a rhythm, and it becomes a pattern, and it becomes a learned behavior and a learned belief system that you'll do that later. But later comes, and by then later is either it's time for bed, or you've just hit the wall and you're out, and there's nothing left. There's nothing left to give to yourself. So that's why when we talk about self-care, having a repertoire of self-care items or tools or techniques or options. For me, sometimes it's sitting down and having a cup of tea. That is my moment of self-care. And that cup of tea, when the cup of tea is done, I've given myself permission to have a rest. And when I've had my rest, I can go back at it, and I feel energized, I feel calm, I feel grounded, I feel connected. So that is, something that can be so simple, I'm going to have a cup of tea anyhow. But I've made that cup of tea feel like a mini vacay, like, and picking, picking teas that have tons of flavor to it so that all of my senses are focused on that cup of tea and all of my senses are alive and it's like this yummy goodness. Or something quick else I do is I set a timer for 2 minutes and I do my breath work. You guys have seen my post where I'm like, come breathe with me for 60 seconds, come breathe with me for 33 minutes. Just that little semi-vacation from whatever I have to do that day, whether that be in between sessions, whether it be, running around because I have errands to do or taking care of the horses or taking care of the family or, things like just having that little bit of vacation time. And I always look at these moments, my self-care moments, as vacation. Like I have this mental mindset around it being my little mini vacation. So I don't leave my house sometimes to be in my little mini, it's like a staycation, but I have that same energy, that same presence, that same belief system, that it's my vacation time. And it doesn't seem like it would do a lot in a day, but the accumulation of taking these mini vacations throughout your day, on a daily basis, that time accumulates, that energy accumulates, and it does give you an outlet to download everything that is weighing you down and just go, you know what, I'm going to put you on the shelf over here and I'm just going to take some me time. Sometimes that's an hour. Sometimes, we can go. I mean, I haven't been to a spa in a long time, but it's not because I don't enjoy it. I just haven't made the time to do it. But those are things like maybe having a spa day or a facial day or something, or reading a book. Oh my God, I love reading my books. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, like it's like reading a book, like taking a chapter a day. Picking a book and reading a chapter a day can be your mini vacation. And that can be a great way to do a little self-care that doesn't require you to, how do I put this properly? Doesn't require you to put something else aside or not get something else done or pile stuff on to yourself, onto your shoulders. It just gives you like a little outlet to reduce, release, and recover. And recover is a huge thing. We always talk about, you got to release this, you got to let go of this, but you also have to give yourself permission to find ways to recover, or going for that 20-minute walk, or running, working out, prepping and cooking a great meal. I mean, that could be your little vacation, your self-care, because the love and energy that you put into the food and the things that you're prepping can also, that energy and that vibration, that frequency is going to come back to you through that food, and your body's going to absorb that. So, you think about the things that you give into and you bring back to yourself. That's a full circle of self-care. Or, like I said, that cup of tea, I pick certain teas that have lots of flavors that all my senses, so that, when I'm drinking and just even the aroma of that tea, I'm in a place where I am starting to relax. I'm starting to be calm. I'm starting to engage. Or, writing my journal. You're getting it out, you're releasing it, but you're also giving yourself space to recover and find clarity and direction by removing the clutter from here or here and putting it down, so that when you come back to it, it can be a source of self-reflection and self-connection, or your congruent things and your incongruencies that you can just self-discover. Like in our Tuesday night class, we're talking about this journal. And I have to ask these 3 questions. Who am I? Who do I want to be? And who was I today? Now, this is like, off cuff, I can say it and it sounds really, really simple. But doing this for 30 days, all of a sudden, those 3 questions can be very revealing and they can sometimes be tough to answer. But what it does, when you have those 3 questions that you answer daily, you'll start to see the different patterns, and you'll start to see the different directions where you're pulling yourself, or where you feel you're being pulled, or, maybe what kind of speed bump is coming up in the emotional, mental, physical, and energetic side of you that might be preventing you from achieving and unlocking your brilliance and your potential and reaching your potential. And then you have a path, you have a direction, you have a okay. So that's another form of self-care, is that self-reflection. Where am I at in this moment? And sometimes, like I said, you download that onto a piece of paper, you make a video, you do an audio recording. You do post-it notes. You sit there and you send yourself a text, because sometimes the answer will come up halfway through the day. And being able to download that information is another form of self-care, so that it's no longer rolling around inside of you, but now it's outside of you, and you can get into that witness observation space versus feeling its space or trying to make sense of its space. Sometimes getting it out allows you to kind of put the puzzle piece together and see what it's been trying to show you but couldn't show you, because we're so connected to it while it's rumbling around in our head or in our emotional being or energetic self or physical self. So giving yourself permission to put you first is such an important thing. But the way you put yourself first can be different every day, or it can be the same. And it's about being creative and finding little ways to inspire different ways to do the self-care on a daily, weekly, monthly kind of routine. And knowing that when you do that's your time, and really giving yourself permission to take that allotted time that you've allotted for the event that you are in, the event that you guys are doing that day. So whether that be that cup of tea, whether it be 5 minutes of breathing, whether it be a 20-minute walk, or maybe just locking yourself in your room and just being like, I'm going to lay on my bed. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes, and I'm not going to do anything. Or hanging out with your horse, or hanging out with your animal companions, or, making time to meet up with a friend and have, a coffee, tea, a dinner, or even just a chat. And let's finding little ways to celebrate who you are, because who you are is amazing. And every time we celebrate that, every time we make time to put ourselves first at some point in the day, we are beginning to create a belief system. We're beginning to create this mindset that we are enough, that we are loved, that we are cared for, that we matter, and so much more. And that builds us and helps, us roll forward into that next section, or that next chapter of the journey that we are creating from. And as we internally shift, we then begin to make these external shifts that don't seem so far away, or that end goal, that place that you're working towards gets a little bit closer. So that's why I chose today. That's what I've been thinking about. So I thought I would share that. I would love to know about your guys' self-care routines or your self-care habits, the things that you guys are doing that, help you celebrate yourself. Maybe it's not daily, maybe it's weekly, maybe it's, you set aside a day a month where you go and you do your favorite thing. Maybe you do a float, or you go get a massage, or you get a pedicure, manicure, those little things. All those little things are ways to celebrate and honor who you are. Go, hey, today is me time. I'm working on me time. One of the things I do is I create these shows. I create the content. I play on the social media. I mean, I love doing that stuff. It's really fun because I get to bring that creative side of me, which is kind of me time, even though there's a purpose to it. And the end results are sharing my journey with you guys and putting out there what I do. But that process of creation and my system of creation actually fills my cup. And I didn't realize that. And it was actually that stepping back the last couple of weeks and really focusing on that in between session times, really realized that was something that I kind of enjoyed, and that it wasn't, I had just shifted my mindset around it. And now it's a daily thing, and I'm really having fun with it. And it's bringing this little spark of creativity, inspiration. And I know it may sound that it's how does, it's for work, or it's for your, your life path, but all at the same time, it feeds and fills that cup. So sometimes it's those little things that you might find that maybe don't make sense to everybody else, but it makes sense to you. And as long as it makes sense to you and you are enjoying it, and it's bringing you that calm, that peace, that inspiration, that creativity, that joy, that bliss, that serenity, then, finding those little things. And if it works out that it's, two parts of your life that get to come together and they get to give you that, then that's super awesome. And if it's separate things in your life, that's super awesome too, because sometimes we need that separation. Sometimes we need to be able to walk away from our everyday life and just have a moment where we're like, okay, this is for me. Or listening to music. That's another one that could be, for self-care, is taking time to hit that playlist and having a playlist and giving yourself the space to rock through that playlist, or, do dance, have your dance off in your living room, or, having that time. That playlist can also really reset your energy, your mindset, your vibration, your emotional tone, everything. So that's another one. That can really help. And it may be surprising, we all have a playlist. I don't know about you guys, but we all have a playlist. Yeah. Well, it's crazy when you have when you got the time now, and the little things that you can do that would help, spark that creativity, that bliss, that time. And now, seeing how that unfolds. It is like, cooking, and I am not a good cook. But, when I do get in that mode, I do enjoy it, as long as it turns out with it. Cooking triggers me. I totally admit it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I do enjoy a good meal, but I do find cooking, because I know what it is. I totally get expectations on what it's going to look like, what it's going to taste like. And if it doesn't turn out how I saw it, like, but that's probably something I have to dive into another day. So sometimes our self-care can also bring up triggers in ourselves that maybe we've been, we put on the shelf, and that, sometimes that can happen too. But that's a really another way just to go, okay, I see you. When I'm ready, I will dive into you. And just knowing that that's there too, because some of the stuff we do may bring up the stuff that we're not looking at. So like I said, it can clear space for the opportunity to help you step into that next flow, the chapter, and, help get you where you want to go. So I want to stress the importance of it. Self-care is important. And what that looks like, well, you get to define that, and you get to shape that, and you get to rewrite that, edit that, change that, or stay with the same old pattern. Either way, it's perfect, because it's about celebrating who you are and honoring and just giving yourself a moment to be first. Yeah, cooking. Yeah, I tried cooking. I was trying to make at-home cactus cuts the other night. Just so I'm clear, if you're going to make at-home cactus cuts, then don't boil them in the water. Boil the water, let them steep in boiled water, but don't actually continue to boil the water. They turn to mush and they become like mashed potatoes. So that was my lesson on the cactus cuts. The potato chips was, hot water, boil your water, put them in a bowl, pour the hot water and let them sit there for I think I did 10 minutes or so. And then I put them in the air fryer, and they turned out amazing. The first time I did it, they were mush. Yep. I thought I was being all cool, and boom. Nope. Not so much. Oh, I see. I could eat cactus. Well, it's it's potato chips basically, but our Boston pizza calls them cactus cuts, and they're delicious. But I figured I could make them at home and make them healthier, and I did. Just it took me a couple of tries on figuring out the boiling side of things, because first time, not so much. I was so mad. All right, what do we got? Visit with my, well, I hope that works out. I hope that brings you self-care. Just saying. Speaking of that, I'll be coming down soon. It's I cut my potatoes in really thin, chip-like So I tried the cheese grater, guys. Cheese grater works amazing until you get to the end of the potato and you slice your hand open. Not so amazing. So I've gone back to cutting the slices. It works a little bit easier, less dangerous. But if you are like proficient in that one, the single blade on the cheese grater, then it works for you, then that makes like the perfect thickness. However, those were the ones I did mess up into mush. And, I thought my blood, sweat, and tears into those, and they didn't work out. But the second time I decided to adapt the recipe online, and it did work. So if you guys want to make them, the air fryer works amazing. Little oil, little seasoning salt, and all the flavors that you want. And it turned out well. So there's my cooking tip for the day. Self-care and cooking tips 101. Who knew, right? All right. You know what? I have been looking at them, but I just got like inspired. I was like, I'm going to do this. And so I bought this nice cheese grater that it has a thing on the bottom so the cheese doesn't go everywhere. And I thought, it's big enough. It'll be cool. But yes, that is what I've seen online now that I've investigated this a little bit more. So that'll be next in the future. But, one step at a time. At least the second try, it worked out. And so, yeah, I was happy with that. Next time they'll be better because I'll cook them even, it takes practice, right? Cooking's practice. At least that's what I'm telling myself. All right. So tonight, let's do this. Let's do a little self-care. Let's do a little going within. Let's take that deep dive in. And we're going to have some fun. So when you guys are ready, when you're willing, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and find that spot, get that blanket, get cozy, get comfortable. Whether you're sitting down or laying down, just finding that area where you can let yourself rest for a moment, where you can give yourself permission to be at ease. Whether you have had a stressful day or an easy day, just giving yourself permission through your intention. Probably having that moment where you kind of say to yourself, whether internally, externally, that you just give yourself permission to go on the journey within, that you give yourself permission to receive that positive energy, to release any heaviness or tightness that you may sense or feel yourself holding on to in your physical, mental, emotional bodies, energetic body. Just allowing yourself the freedom to discover where the journey takes you. And as you set that intention, let your eyes close down, let yourself adjust your physical position, and just allow yourself to rest in that space that you are about to journey in. Taking a moment to have that cozy blanket in the perfect spot, adjusting the pillow behind your head, adjusting the bend in your legs and your arms. Notice the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. And just taking a moment to sit with your physical body, to sit and be, to lay, to rest, to receive, to allow yourself to drift into a deeper space of peace, a deeper place, to receive calmness, a sense of bliss, a sense of oneness and contentness, where you can feel grounded and centered, aligned and alive. That's right. And just adjusting any part of your body that needs an adjustment. And as you make that adjustment, know that every part of your body that you adjust or don't adjust is going to drift into a deep flow of rest, a deep space of peace, an ever-expanding, stretching, and increasing flow of calm as you gently and calmly releasing any and all tension from the day. Any and all worries or cares, just let them float away as you breathe out. That's right. And as you begin to release any and all forms of tension and tightness or stress or worries or cares from the day, you may see them as a picture. You may feel them releasing. You may sense them letting go. However you choose to visualize yourself choosing to release and let go of tension, tightness, and stress, know that's absolutely perfect. It may be all of the above. Just notice how you notice this as you focus on your physical body. as you focus on becoming more and more comfy, as you rest in the space beneath you and the place around you. And if you take a moment to notice any particular area of your physical body that you feel your mind drawn to, it maybe feels a little more tight, a little more tense, a little more stressed, or maybe a place that you often find yourself noticing where you carry those worries, those cares, and just giving that particular space in your physical body permission to rest, permission to release, permission to recover, and drift into that flow of peace. That's right. Just let that internal scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Draw your attention and your focus where it needs to be. And as you find your attention and your focus drawn to that space within you where it needs to be, notice how you notice this space. Notice how you sense the space that you are drawn to. Perhaps noticing what it feels like to release that space from within you. Release, rest, recover. That's right. Giving that space in your physical body permission to release, rest, and recover. With every exhale, releasing. Every inhale, resting, recovering, drifting. Drifting down into the essence and presence of calmness. Stepping into the flow of peacefulness. As if the flow of peacefulness was like waves beginning to ripple down into you. Into every muscle. Every nerve. Every fiber. Every part of you. Releasing, resting, recovering as your whole being becomes a beacon of calmness, waves of peacefulness, breath by breath. Moment by moment. More and more. And as you find that physical comfort in the space beneath you, the place around you, let your conscious mind wander for a moment. Let your conscious mind wander to the sounds above you. Notice how you notice any and all sounds above you. And when you're ready, let your attention and your focus notice the sounds and space in front of you. And now moving your focus and your attention to the space and sounds behind you. That's right. And now, if you will, when you're ready, go ahead and move your attention and your focus to the space and sounds to the right of you. And with a softness flowing through your breath that you breathe, let your focus and attention move to the space and sounds to the left of you. And now let's go ahead and move your focus and your attention to the space and sounds beneath you. When you're ready, bring your attention and your focus back to your breath. That cool, fresh breath in, and that soft, warm exhale out. And just focusing on the temperature of each part of your breath. Cool and fresh in, soft, warm exhale out. Cool, fresh. As you breathe in, soft, warm exhale, breathe out. And as you focus on the temperature and texture of each breath in and out, giving yourself permission to allow each and every sound from the beginning to the end of the journey to no longer disturb nor distract you from that wonderful flow of connection and calmness. In fact, when you're ready, you can give every sound a job that each and every time you notice a sound drifting into the background, it'll help take you deeper in and deeper down into the peacefulness, into the calm connection within. So as you breathe with ease, as you focus on every breath in and out, let your mind wander, let the sounds become a part of the background as they continue to help, continue to expand and stretch that flow of calm, that sense of peace, that release, that rest, that recover, and a general overall space of ease and comfort. Now in a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine many different things, but it doesn't matter if you can't imagine all the things that I'm asking you to. Because when you're ready and when you're willing, you can allow yourself to be more calm and comfortable than you ever have been before. So when you're ready now, I want you to imagine that it's a beautiful, pleasant summer day, your favorite kind of day. The kind of day that reminds you of your favorite place in nature, your favorite place to rest, to be, to enjoy. That place that reminds you that you can and are carefree. So in your mind's eye, your imagination, imagine, sense, feel, or just become aware of this beautiful summer day, your favorite kind of day, the perfect temperature. As you imagine yourself in the perfect spot, in your favorite place. And notice how you notice this as you begin to focus. And moving your attention to building that image, that sense, that knowingness, that it's a beautiful summer day, your favorite kind of day, in your favorite place, your special place, a place of calm, a place of rest, a place of peace and ease and comfort. That place, as you begin to imagine it, you begin to automatically let go and release the last traces of tension or tightness, worries or cares. When you're ready, let your breath draw you into that summer day. Let your breath be the guide. Let your breath be the path leading you into your special place, your favorite space, your place of calm, a place of rest. That beautiful place of ever expanding inner peace. And as your breath guides you into that space, in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And with each and every number from 10 down to 1, I want you to imagine it as a step down towards your special place, your favorite day, that pleasant, beautiful space, your favorite place of calm, of rest, of peacefulness. So when you're ready, imagine moving closer and closer into your pleasant summer day, your favorite place, that beautiful space. 10. And as you move along your path, you feel yourself releasing, resting, letting go of any last traces of tension or tightness or stress. More easily, more comfortably, more automatically. Down to 9. Find the softness and steadiness of your breath, calming, comforting. 8. Letting go bit by bit as you draw closer and closer into the essence and presence of that beautiful summer day. The perfect temperature, the perfect spot to rest, to be, to allow yourself to recover any and all sense of inner calmness and peace, setting yourself free. 7. Letting go a little bit more now. And the deeper you choose to go into this universal space of calmness, the deeper you can go. And the deeper you allow yourself to go now, the deeper you will go. You will drift down, 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 down to 6. No time, no space, no thought, just drifting into your special day, your special place. That place of calm, that place of rest, that place of ease and comfort. That place where you recover your energy of peace, your sense of ease, as you gently and automatically continue to release down to 5. Deeper still and deeper down into the calmness. down to 4. And when you're ready, let it go a little bit more. Down to 3, allowing yourself to be set free. Down to 2. And all the way down, down, down to 1. And take a deep breath as you step into your space, as you enjoy this pleasant summer day in your favorite place. And you notice the space within and around you is comforting, calming, peaceful, and brings a sense of ease, like soft, gentle waves rippling down into you. And in this place, giving yourself permission to set free any last traces of tension or tightness. Watch them fade away into the far distance. Released, let go. Dissolved and melted away. As you take a moment to spend time in this pleasant summer day in your favorite place, in your special space. Breathing in that soft flow of peacefulness. And as you exhale, feel that peacefulness expand from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, through the palms of your hands, the tips of your thumbs and fingers. Every muscle becoming soft and loose and at ease with each and every breath that you breathe. And just holding that image as you breathe into your crown, and as you exhale, feel that exhale reach all the way down to the soles of your feet, breathing in that feeling, that sense of peace. And your exhale expanding, stretching, deepening it all the way through every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every part of you, all the way down to the soles of your feet and beyond. And just hold that image as you rest in your favorite place on that pleasant summer day, breathing in the peacefulness into your crown, and let your exhale draw it all the way in and all the way down. Every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, softening, suppling, calming, peacefully, gently, and with every breath more easily. And just holding that image for a moment. Drawing in that energy of peace all the way up to the top of your crown, all the way into the top of your head. And as you exhale, imagine that exhale like waves rippling down from your forehead, down into your shoulders, all the way down to the palms of your hands, the tips of your fingers and thumbs, all the way down through your upper, mid, and lower back, your chest, your diaphragm, into your hips, your legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your heels, and at the soles of your feet. That's right. Imagine your breath like waves. Breathing in, drawing in that positive energy, and breathing out, drawing that positive energy through your entire self, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And notice how you notice this as you hold that image, that intention, that flow of breathing in that rest, calm, and peacefulness, and extending, expanding, and stretching that feeling of all the way down, down, down through your entire body. That's right. With every breath, your body gets lighter and lighter, every muscle softer and softer. Every nerve and every part of you and every fiber calmer and calmer and more at ease, enjoying the flow of inner peace. And try breathing that peace and calm all the way into the top of your head. And as you exhale, draw it all the way down through your entire body, out through the soles of your feet. And notice how you notice this, perhaps noticing how you respond to this image, this sense, this knowingness, this feeling of bringing in that sense and energy of peace. And using your exhale to draw that energy from the top of your head all the way down through your entire body, into every muscle, nerve, and fiber, over and over and over again. And if you find your mind wanders from that flow, when you realize it's wandered, just bring it back to breathing in that energy of peace and expanding, stretching, and bringing it down through your entire body through your exhale. Allowing every muscle to be filled and flooded with that energy and sense and feeling of peace and calmness, ease and comfort from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Giving your full self permission to rest, to release, to recover. More and more with every breath you breathe. Try breathing in that sense of peacefulness, that calm, that feeling of ease into the top of your head. And as you breathe out, like waves rippling down into you, feel it move all the way through you, softening, comforting, suppling every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every part of you. Until you feel and know that that energy of peace is within and around you. From above and below you, from in front of you and behind you, to the left of you and the right of you. Glowing and illuminating in all directions from within you. And when you begin to feel and sense this, giving yourself permission to take a moment to be peaceful, to be calm, and to be totally at ease. And as you enjoy the peace, the calm and ease, I'm going to go quiet. Feel that energy of peace moving from the top of your crown all the way in and all the way down. And if you choose, and if it resonates with you, giving this feeling of peace, calmness, and ease permission to flow within and with you for the rest of the day and beyond. Giving your physical body permission to be peaceful, to be calm and at ease. Giving your emotional body permission to be at peace, to be calm and at ease. Giving your mental body permission to be peaceful, calm, and at ease. Giving your energetic body permission to be at peace, to be calm, and at ease. As you feel that mind, body, soul connection expand, strengthen, and deepen that energy of peace, that frequency of calmness, the vibration of ease with each and every breath you breathe. And take a deep breath and know that you can carry this forward, this feeling forward into your waking space with each and every breath you breathe by giving yourself permission to do so. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully immersed, fully aware, and fully alert, feeling wonderfully centered and grounded, beautifully connected and aligned. 1, feel that energy of peace, calm, and ease coming forward into the waking space with each and every breath you breathe. 2, feeling wonderfully refreshed and energized and nourished and reset. 3, feel the bend in your arms and your hands, your fingers and your toes beginning to stretch and move. As you come all the way back into your physical body, back into the waking space, back into the conscious space, more easily, more calmly, more peacefully, and more at ease. And 4, your eyes are crystal clear, your energy is clear, your mind is clear. Your intention is clear. And 5, fully immersed, fully aware, fully alert. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, giving yourself permission to bring that sense and feeling of peace back into the waking space with ease. Perhaps a little mantra as you open your eyes: I'm at peace, I'm calm, and I feel at ease. And just allowing yourself to sit with that for a moment as you open your eyes, letting your waking space respond and recreate that inner space in the external world as it flows and illuminates from the internal space. All right, so thank you guys. Thank you for doing my self-care meditation. And that is something, with this meditation, and when you can begin to anchor this in with every breath you breathe. I feel peaceful, I feel calm, I feel at ease. And if that language resonates with you, every time you take a moment of self-care, bringing that intention forward will really help create a foundation in the external world that is more peaceful, that is more calm, and where you begin to create space to be more at ease. So thank you. And so upcoming shows. All right. So Wednesday, we will be back with Jenny Adams, the Rooted Goddess. And then Thursday, you will see the replay of this, so where we just talk about a couple more things, where we digress with this meditation, where there'll be tools and tips on how to get there, how to recreate this on your own, in your own space. And more discussions on creating space for self-care and how to build that habit and how to be successful on your process and your system, and how to anchor in a new habit into your daily routine where it's not something you have to add on, but something that becomes automatic. So that will be this upcoming week. So I will see you guys, some of you Tuesday. I will see some of you Wednesday and Tuesday, and then we'll see you Thursday as well. So guys, if those of you who haven't liked or subscribed, hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification button so you know when the upcoming shows are. I'm still waiting on time confirmation for Wednesday from the Rooted Goddess. Once I have that, I will be posting. You're very welcome. I will be posting that. And I'm not sure what topic we're talking about, but I'm sure there'll be cards pulled and we'll be doing some fun stuff. So, sweet. Awesome. Well, okay, guys, have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. I'll talk to you soon. And thank you for your time, your energy. I very much appreciate it, and your support. So have a wonderful evening. Happy Monday, and I will see you soon.